Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Kardashian family's connection to P. Diddy, because it looks like it's pretty much over for him, like he's screwed. But now the question is he going to take anybody down with him? You know, because he has a lot of dirt on celebrities, but that also means there's a good chance he just gets Epsteined, because there are a lot of high profile people that I'm sure are really scared of what could come out about them. And it seems like the Kardashians are probably some of those people, because it looks like they were pretty good friends with him. I mean, they've known him for decades. They've talked about going to his parties. There are a ton of pictures of them together, especially with the mom. She used to post pictures with him all the time. She seemed to be really close with him, and she said he has the best parties and she loves him.
Going, Chris.
Love you guys. Love you.
Love. Till we'll meet on the dance floor soon.
Done deal. Done deal. Yes.
No doubt.
Give the best parties.
And the mom's boyfriend who's with her there, Corey, he's really close with P. Diddy. He's known him and his family for a long time. And he used to manage Justin Bieber when he was younger, who people definitely seem to think was taken advantage of by P. Diddy and probably Corey and the Kardashians. And one time on their show, Khloe actually talked about being at one of Diddy's parties with Justin, and she said half the people there were naked. So it sounds like it was one of his freak-offs. You know, he probably had to restock on baby oil after that night.
So who was with you this weekend?
A bunch of my friends.
Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber,
So far, so
French
good.
Montana.
I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Go to this party. I think half the people there were butt naked. You would have loved it.
Have you met Khloe's new, crew of friends?
No. Well, kind of.
You did?
Yeah.
Stop. Stop talking.
Have you met Khloe's new crew of friends?
And apparently Khloe first started partying with Diddy when she was only 16. She went on tour with him and he was like 30. And then she dated all these rappers that are really close to him that she probably met through his freak-offs. Like Trey Songz, he was good friends with Diddy, and he was actually involved in a sexual assault lawsuit with him. And then French Montana, there are rumors he's more than just friends with Diddy. And of course, he also had his own SA lawsuit. And then also The Game, you know, same thing. He was close to Diddy and has also been accused of SA and actually lost his lawsuit. He was ordered to pay $7 million. And Khloe, she moved in with him when she was only 17, and she said she's known him since she was 14. So it sounds like she could have been groomed by Diddy and some of these other rappers. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if her mom was encouraging it. I mean, she probably just saw this as an opportunity to get closer to Diddy herself, you know, and make connections and further her and her daughter's careers, you know, because that's all she cares about is just fame, money, power. It doesn't matter what it takes. I mean, this family has no morals. Like this post said, Kris Jenner and her whole family would hang around Jeffrey Epstein or Harvey Weinstein if it brought them money and fame, which it seems like they kind of proved here with Diddy. You know, they'll hang around whoever as long as it can help further their careers. Like also another good family friend of theirs is the guy who started Girls Gone Wild, Joe Francis, and he helped Kim shop around her tape when it was leaked. And then he eventually, of course, got in some legal trouble for filming underage girls and assault. And when that happened, Kim was wearing a Free Joe shirt. So the Kardashians are a real classy family. I mean, they love hanging out with these complete degenerates because that's exactly what they are. I mean, Kim is just a glorified adult film star, and the mom is basically her and the rest of the daughters' pimp. You know, this family is so trashy. Like, they also used to have a stripper pole in their house that they had Kylie using at 9 years old during the show. During the first episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, she's swinging around on a stripper pole, and Kim is like really impressed by it. And if that's not weird enough, then there's this really creepy scene where the girls are being babysat by their brother, and he invites this creepy friend over, and they start chasing him around with a belt. And then Kylie starts talking about their family's favorite show, Girls Gone Wild, and she wants to film a parody of it. So her and her sister go over to the stripper pole, and her sister gets out a camera to record her. And then their brother's friend walks in there. He's like, "What's going on in here?" And he grabs the camera. He's like, "Oh, let me record this." And the whole thing is just so creepy.
What's that pink hat?
I thought you were gonna bring over some chicks.
I thought you had chicks here.
Oh, here they are. Yeah. Oh, yeah, get them. Hey, you guys, mess with them for a little while. I'm just gonna lay down real quick.
No.
What's your name?
I'm Frankie. How are you doing? Brody? Oh my God. This was trying to hit me. Oh. What are you doing?
Girls Gone Wild. Girls Wild.
Hold on. No. I gotta shoot this.
Are you recording?
I'll shoot it.
Girls Gone Wild is like this.
You girls are a little crazy, but you know what? I'm gonna start managing you girls. We're gonna put this like on YouTube or something because it's gonna be amazing.
Okay.
What the are you doing?
It's the reel, bro. They need a reel.
Turn that thing off. You are not managing my little sister on a stripper pole.
Yes.
And as I come in.
The reel.
And even if this scene is staged, I don't know if it makes it any better. You know, if Kris is telling her kids to act like this around a grown man on national TV, I mean, that would be so weird, but I wouldn't put it past her. I mean, a normal parent's reaction to this, they'd be horrified, but with Kris, she's probably proud of it. Just like how she's probably proud that Kylie started talking to her first rapper when she was 14, and then she started dating him when she was like 16 or 17, and he made this really creepy song about her and how young she is. And then also around that time, both the younger sisters started hanging around P. Diddy and pretty much every other rapper, which again, for any normal parent, it would be their worst nightmare. But for Kris Jenner, this is going as planned. You know, this is basically what she's hoping for. Like, she's grooming them for these rappers. And it's crazy to think if this is what she's doing with her own kids in the public eye, then what the hell are they doing with trafficking victims at P. Diddy parties? Or even Justin Bieber. I mean, he seems to be really traumatized from it all. Like, he started partying with Diddy when he was 15, and then as he got older, he stopped hanging out with him as much, and then P. Diddy confronted him about it, and Justin looked so uncomfortable, like he wanted nothing to do with him.
Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, you know, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
And then around this time, the Kardashians got their hands on him, and they started using him to increase their fame. Like Kim, she did this photo shoot with him when he was 16 and she was 30. And it got a lot of attention for how inappropriate it was, but that's probably what Kim wanted. And then at some point, Kourtney started hooking up with him, and then I think Kylie or Kendall, maybe, I don't know, basically the whole family. And I'd imagine they used their relationships with him as publicity stunts. And remember, the mom, she started dating Justin's manager around this time, Kourtney. So this shit runs deep, and there's a lot going on here, and these people are just the worst. You know, Hollywood just needs to be purged at this point. And if you guys want to hear more about that, how terrible Hollywood is, I have a video about it on Patreon, along with over, I think, 100 other videos, exclusive videos, and most of them are over 20 minutes. So if you're a fan of the channel, if you like this video, there's a lot to go through. I talk about a ton of different stuff on there. It's definitely worth it if you want to keep up with everything. Make sure you check it out. Put a link in the description.